John Adams, the second President of the United States and a Founding Father, was known for his eloquent and insightful expressions. His writings and speeches reflect a deep commitment to liberty, democracy, and the rule of law. He believed in the principles of justice, the importance of education, and the necessity of civic responsibility. Adams often emphasized the significance of independence and the need to uphold individual rights against tyranny. His thoughts on government were grounded in a strong belief in the separation of powers and checks and balances, which he saw as vital to preventing any single entity from gaining too much power. Adams also recognized the delicate nature of human relationships and the complexities of governance. He famously remarked on the role of virtue in politics, asserting that a republic depended on the moral character of its citizens. His correspondence with other founding fathers, particularly Thomas Jefferson, showcases his contemplations on philosophical issues surrounding governance and democracy. He often wrote about the importance of a strong federal government while also advocating for states' rights, demonstrating a nuanced understanding of the need for balance within the political system. John Adams's views on revolution were also significant. He believed in the necessity of a revolution to secure freedom but advocated for a peaceful and principled approach. He understood the sacrifices required for liberty and was candid about the struggles that would accompany the pursuit of a just society. His role in the drafting of the Declaration of Independence and his defense of the principle of self-governance highlight his commitment to building a nation founded on democratic ideals. Beyond politics, Adams had a profound appreciation for the arts and sciences and championed education as a means of empowerment. He trusted that informed citizens would be capable of making reasoned decisions that would lead to a better society. His reflections on history and human nature reveal a keen analytical mind, constantly questioning and seeking to understand the dynamics of social and political life. Adams's legacy is further cemented by his contributions to the judicial system and the eventual framework of American governance. He viewed the law as a vital tool for safeguarding justice and equality. His insistence on a fair trial and a sound judiciary underlined his belief that the rule of law should reign supreme over individual whims and aggression. The correspondence Adams maintained with his wife, Abigail, provides additional insight into his character and thought processes. Their letters reveal a partnership grounded in mutual respect and intellectual engagement, highlighting the personal dimensions of a life dedicated to public service. He valued her opinions and valued the role of women in shaping society, recognizing that true progress could not be achieved without the input and influence of all citizens. In sum, John Adams's words echo a resolve to uphold democratic values, an understanding of the fragility of liberty, and a call for each citizen to engage actively in the political process. His writings serve as a reminder of the enduring principles that underpin American democracy, urging future generations to remain vigilant in the protection of their rights and freedoms. John Adams, the second President of the United States and a prominent founding father, is known for his eloquent expressions on democracy, governance, and personal liberty. His writings reflect a deep commitment to principles of justice, integrity, and the rule of law. Adams believed in the importance of civic engagement and the responsibilities that come with liberty. He famously stated that the Constitution was made for a moral and religious people, underscoring his view that ethical governance requires an informed and virtuous citizenry. In his correspondence, Adams often explored the nature of government and the role of its institutions. He thought that power should be balanced and that tyranny could only be restrained through a system of checks and balances. One of his most poignant observations was that, facts are stubborn things, emphasizing his belief in the importance of evidence and reasoned argument in political discourse. Adams was also a proponent of education, asserting that knowledge is essential for the preservation of freedom. He believed that an educated populace could guard against the dangers of despotism. Throughout his life, Adams championed the idea that the pursuit of happiness and the respect for individual rights are fundamental to a thriving society. His thoughts on liberty and independence were influenced by his experiences during the American Revolution, which he argued required both courage and sacrifice. He understood that freedom results from struggle and that it demands vigilance and active participation from its citizens. His famous quote, "Independence is my happiness," reflects the profound connection he felt between personal freedom and overall welfare. In dealing with foreign affairs, Adams emphasized the importance of diplomacy and negotiation over military confrontation. He advocated for peace and rational discourse, believing that conflict could often be avoided through understanding and respect. His presidency was marked by efforts to navigate complex international relationships, particularly with France and Britain, demonstrating his skills as a statesman. Adams' writings also provide insight into his thoughts on human nature, which he believed was a mixture of good and evil. He grappled with the complexities of morality and governance, reminding us that while society strives for justice, it is human frailty that often complicates that pursuit. In his letters, Adams was unflinchingly candid, expressing thoughts on friendship, loyalty, and personal struggles. The correspondence between him and his wife, Abigail, reveals a partnership based on mutual respect and intellectual engagement. Their exchanges contribute to our understanding of not just their personal lives but also the political climate of their time. Through his observations, John Adams left behind a rich legacy of thought on governance, democracy, and the human condition that continues to resonate in contemporary discussions about freedom and ethics in public life. His quotes and ideas provide a powerful lens through which we can examine the values that underpin civic responsibility and the ongoing quest for justice in society.